What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Halftime Live. Today we are breaking down our top reactions to the Eagles up 24-14 against the Lions. I got my man Matty B. What is going on, Matt?
What's going on, Dives? Definitely happy that we're into the swing of things. First half got off to a kind of a rocky start, but they did what they had to do. I got to give them credit.
Absolutely. Fighting adversity is the theme of the first half for the Philadelphia Eagles. Guys, if you're watching this live, drop a comment. Let us know your quick thoughts. This is a quick reaction show as we get ready for the second half. Let's jump right into Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts finished the first half 11 of 23 for 189 yards. He did have 67 yards on the ground. But like I said, fighting adversity is the theme. Jalen Hurts is 10 of 15 through the air, 178 yards after the first series. That has been kind of the theme here. I'll throw it to you, Matty B, first. What's your take on Jalen Hurts' first half performance?
So coming out into the obviously when the defense gets cut through right off the bat by the Lions, and then you get that crowd, that standing room only crowd fired up there in Detroit. They came out in that first series and looked very, very lost and very overwhelmed. But as the half wore on, he did settle a bit. There was a lot of free chicken left on that field, though. That one play down the sidelines to AJ Brown that was underthrown. That was a touchdown if that would have been laid out there. So he's stabilized. I need to see more, though, Dives. I do. I need to see more. There just seems to be too much of the Jalen Hurts of 2021 right now, but I got it where we are in this game. But overall, his legs are keeping us in the game, and that Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown relationship definitely seems to be a theme now that we're going to have going forward into this season.
Yeah, the chemistry with Devontae Smith, not so great, but the chemistry with A.J. Brown has looked absolutely terrific. A.J. Brown ended the first half with 6 receptions, 128 yards. When I look at Jalen Hurts, I look at third down. He was not good in third down last season. The Eagles are 6 of 10 on third down in the first half. Jalen Hurts was 3 of 6 through the air, 97 yards. Most of that off that big 54-yard completion to A.J. Brown down to the right sideline. He had 27 yards rushing. So very strong performance from Jalen Hurts on third down. I look at let's talk about the Eagles in general, because this has been a completely different game after the first series. The Eagles and Lions after the first series. The Lions have 19 plays for 84 yards. The Eagles have 28 plays for 236 yards. I'm not a big Miles Sanders guy, but I like what I saw from Miles Sanders. He's got 38 yards and a score. He does have a catch for 11 yards. But just general thoughts on what we saw from Nick Sirianni's offense in the first half.
Well, Dad, I want to jump into Miles Sanders' comment. I disagree. I think he's running around like he's got cinder blocks strapped to his feet. I do not like Miles Sanders' explosion at the front attack. I don't like it at all. I think he's going slow. He seems to be stuck in neutral. He can't seem to get off that line. Now, he did have that nice little surge at the goal line for the touchdown. But as far as the Eagles' offensive attack overall and Nick Sirianni, they adjusted well. They did adjust well. They took what the Lions were giving them, and they've done better. They stabilized. I think everybody was concerned of how with ease, the way the Lions came down the field in that first drive. And then when the Eagles went out with their first drive, I mean, we were all kind of like, uh-oh, here we go. But they got to find an answer for Swift on the defensive side. The guy's got 100 yards, almost 100 yards rushing already in the first half. But overall, with Sirianni and his offense, I'm liking it. But boy, I need to see a little bit more diversity. A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts, but Detroit's going to make that adjustment. They're going to try to shut him down, take him out of things. I need to see Sirianni counter that and maybe spread that ball around a little bit more.
And it starts with Dallas Goedert. He's only got 3 targets for 38 yards. That's got to be a mismatch every single time, and we've really hardly seen it. We've got Brandon in the house saying, nice having a wide receiver threat. A.J. Brown looks unstoppable out there. Those slants to A.J. Brown, I want to see that be Jalen Hurts' bread and butter, because that was something to watch. Sean is in the house. Thanks for joining, Sean. A.J. Brown was awesome after that catch. Relentless, not giving up. Sean says, I see them going after Maddox when he's in for sure. And Big Al says, new additions already paying off. I'm going to throw it to, I think, one of the guys who I thought was all around the ball in the first half, and that's Kyzir White. Right, Big Al? Kyzir White was making plays, tackle for losses. He tipped He deflected the pass that led to the James Bradbury pick six. That was absolutely terrific. A huge play that I think we're gonna go back to when the clock hits 0 in the second half. But Kyzir White, what an addition, man! Especially in coverage. Like, the Eagles have not had a linebacker that can make plays like that in coverage in forever. I've still got the Nate Gary nightmares imprinted in my brain, but Kyzir White was awesome. Any thoughts on the defense, which has really settled down here after that series?
So here's the thing, though, and here's my concern, though, that it seems to be that if the Lions had anybody else back there other than that stiff Jared Goff, we might be talking a little differently, because there have been some lapses in that defensive coverage. But you mentioned the Kyzir White, James Bradbury connection. They did something that the Eagle defense could not do until week 5 last year, and that is force a turnover, force an interception. So that is already positive dividends being paid off. The 2 newer members of that defense coming up big with a great play. John Gannon has made adjustments, and that is very positive to see as well. Was really concerned about whether or not he could make those adjustments. He has made those adjustments. They were blitzing a heck of a lot more after that first series. So all signs are pointing great, but, DeAndre Swift, as I mentioned, though, they got to find a way to plug up that middle now. The Lions might be forced to go more aerial. The fact that they're down by 10 heading into the second half, and the Eagles actually have the ball coming out of the half, so we could a big swing. But a big positive play for the Lions was the end of the first half by not giving up a touchdown there. That might be a little bit of something that comes back at the end of the game, too.
Yeah. Speaking of defense, I thought Marcus Epps had some nice plays, especially in getting penetration on a 3rd and short, that first 4th down. He's made a couple of nice plays in this one. I thought TJ Edwards has looked active, especially after that first series. That first series was absolutely hell, but here we are. Big Al says, hells yeah. Brandon says, I also agree. Like, Hurts is stuck in 2021, but getting rushed too much. I think Hurts, his escapability was a huge theme of the first half. The Lions were blitzing, and for the most part, I think Jalen Hurts has definitely won that battle, at least so far. And that's all been through his legs. Now, has he escaped the pocket too much when the pocket was clean? Absolutely. We'll see how and what that means in the second half. Sean says, I want to see more passes to Dallas and Devontae. Absolutely. Cody's in the house. What's going on, Cody? Thank you so much for joining. Got to get that run defense going somehow. I agree. I mean, after the first series, like I said, it's been okay. I think like we said during our pregame show, the Eagles, I think, will win this one in the trenches as expected. Sean says Epps is playing well in the secondary for sure. Anything you also want to touch on before we get ready for the second half?
So we got to, and I got, this is week 1 type stuff, and this is the product of the NFL all over the league today. It's just a sloppy football overall. The Eagles are way too many penalties in the first half. Too many men out in the field. Come on, man. You're 12 men in the formation. How you not know that? Delay game penalties. The Eagles burned through their timeouts, or, they were trending that way at least. They got to clean it up, and I got it. Week 1 jitters, take it for what it is, but keep the foot on the pedal. They got to go out. They got to come out at halftime. They got to put another touchdown on the board. Get this game into Jared Goff's arm, and that should be really good for the Eagles.
I agree. The Eagles have 5 penalties for 30 yards. That is not good enough. But I mean, I like I said to start the show, 6 of 10 on 3rd down versus 2 of 6 for the Lions on 3rd down. That's the difference so far. The Eagles are getting it done on 3rd down so far, where the Lions are kind of stuck a little bit so far. If you can make Jared Goff beat you with his arm, things are looking good in Philly, man. Anything you want to plug before we head out of here?
Yeah, just eventually, if they get that Eagles or that Phillies game done today, be looking at me on the EOP for the Fightins Final sometime this afternoon. So
love it.
And go.
All right, go check that out, guys. Fightins Final, right when the clock hits 0 for the Phillies, and right when the clock hits 0 for the Philadelphia Eagles. We will be doing post-game live, breaking down the top takeaways, player of the game, grading everything you need to know about Eagles Lions. Will be right here at Edge of Philly Sports, at the Painted Lines YouTube channels, Facebook, you name it. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you, everyone, for commenting here. We'll see you every halftime show moving forward. For Matty B, for myself,